6 actions you must take immediately after being let go from work. Losing your job can hit like a ton of bricks. One day you're part of a team and the next you're packing your things and wondering, what now? I know I spent weeks moping around blaming everyone and everything for my current situation. Don't make the same mistakes I made. But here's the truth. What you do in the next few days will define your next few years. So today, we're talking about the 6 powerful actions you must take immediately after being let go to rebuild your mindset, your confidence, and your future. Number 1, get your mindset right. First things first, your mindset is everything. So before you jump into any job boards or rewrite your CV, take a moment to reset mentally. Trust me, this is so important. This is your chance to pause and refocus. Watch motivational movies like The Pursuit of Happiness or Rocky Balboa. Listen to podcasts that rebuild your confidence. People like Tony Robbins, Mel Robbins, or Jay Shetty. They talk about overcoming setbacks and turning adversity into opportunity. Tony Robbins says it best. It's not what happens to you, it's what you do about it. So spend the first couple of days feeding your mind with positivity, strategies, and belief systems that get you back into motion. Also, one of the good things that I love doing is writing down affirmations. Literally remind yourself every morning, I am capable, I am resilient, and I will rise from this. Mental shift will set the tone for every action you take next. So number 2, update your CV immediately. Now, let's get practical. Open that CV and get it up to date right away. Include your most recent roles, your achievements, qualification, results. Did you increase sales by 20%? Did you train a new team up? Add it all in. Then double check everything, your grammar, your spelling, formatting, and make it look really professional. This is your personal marketing brochure and it's got to shine. And maybe consider getting a friend to proofread it or even use AI tools like GPT or Grammarly to polish it up. Also, don't forget your LinkedIn profile. Update it to reflect your latest experience. Upload a professional photo and start sharing small, insightful posts. Recruiters will find you faster than you think. Number 3, start planning and networking immediately. Here's where most people go wrong. They wait. They think, do you know what? I'll take a break. I'll start looking next month. But that's a huge mistake. If you're still receiving a redundancy payment or final salary, this is your opportunity window. Use it before the financial stress kicks in. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Start mapping out your plan. Where are your jobs being advertised? Who do you know in the industry? What recruiters specialize in your sector? Which companies are hiring? Make calls, send emails, message people on LinkedIn. Let them know that you're available and, more importantly, you're motivated. Think of it like this. Every call you make, every message you send is planting a seed. Some will grow faster than others, but the key is to start planting immediately. Number 4, put in the hard yards. That's right, I said it. You're going to have to work really hard here. This is where the grind really begins. Apply for everything that fits your skill set, even roles that are slightly outside your comfort zone. Go to interviews, follow up on applications, and treat your job search like a full-time job. Remember, momentum creates opportunity. If you send out 10 applications a day, that's 50 a week. And in 2 weeks, you're already about 90% ahead of the people who are still updating their CVs. You might get rejections, you might get silence, but that's all part of the process. Every no is just one step closer to your yes. Use this time wisely because right now you have energy, clarity, and no distractions. So make it count. Number 5, do your research and build leverage. This is where you turn your job seeker to strategist. Always do your research, not just on the company, but on the market. What are the salary ranges? What's the going rate for your experience level? Know your value before you step into any negotiation. And here's the golden rule. Never rely on one offer. The more opportunities you create, the more leverage you have. And leverage equals power. Also, think beyond a single income stream. Start exploring side hustles, freelance work, or online income sources. People who thrive after redundancy are those who diversify their income, not those who depend on just one job. Number 6, create your personal roadmap. This is your blueprint for the next 6 to 12 months. Write down what actions you're going to take every single week, what kind of role or industry you want to be in, the salary or package you're aiming for, and when will you take time off, how you'll handle medical or financial needs. This gives you direction, gives you purpose and accountability. And once it's written down, it's no longer a dream, it's a plan. I'm going to leave you with a bonus lesson here, and this is called the science of context switching. So finally, let's talk about something most people never mention. It's called context switching. This is the ability to move mentally from one task to another. So from updating my CV to applying for jobs or getting the mindset right to suddenly switching to creating a roadmap, one task at a time until completion, or as near as completion as you possibly can for that particular day. So there was a study done in 2021 from the University of California, and it found out that it takes an average person around 23 minutes to fully regain focus after a context switch. That's why it's so important to separate your mental environments. So if you're job hunting, set aside focused block time to do that. I use a method called the Pomodoro method, which basically means that you start a timer for 25 minutes and you start working on just that one task. This time block is known as a Pomodoro, and it's basically an indivisible use of time. You can never do half a Pomodoro, so don't work on anything else. You can Google it to find out more details about it, but basically don't multitask. Don't switch between watching Netflix or your phone or wanting to get motivated or concentrate on job applications. One task at a time. Create a focused workspace where your brain knows this is where we build the future. Context switching also means emotionally like letting go of what was, so you can step into what is next. Talk about your experience positively in interviews instead of saying, I was let go. Say, my previous role came to a natural close and I'm now looking for a new opportunity to grow. That's the mindset of someone moving forward. Getting let go isn't the end of your story, it's the start of a new chapter. So if you take these 6 steps quickly about mindset, CV, plan, grind, research and roadmap, you'll not only survive, you will thrive. And remember, every setback is a setup for a comeback. So if you found this video helpful, hit a like, subscribe, drop a comment, sharing where you are in your career journey, and let's rebuild together. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.